happy Thursday. Today we're going to talk about athlete's foot. It's still a windy day in Hampton, so if you hear some wind and the birds, it's just some background noise for us this morning. So, athlete's foot for the home version and the regular programming are similar, but there's some variations because of some of the equipment needed, such as toes to bar, so they have to switch that up. So we will go over two different versions and the movement details, but a lot of the tips and tricks are very similar. Just a couple different things for the home version. So, athlete's foot for the regular programming is 5 rounds for time, or 5 rounds, sorry. 1 minute of box jumps, 24-inch, 20-inch. 1 minute toes to bar. 1 minute kettlebell swings at 53-35. 1 minute of rest. So, on to the movement details. We're looking at the box jump, the toes to bar, and the kettlebell swing. For the box jump, this is a standard box jump requiring full extension at the top before coming down. We recommend that you step down or jump down instead of rebounding each rep. Toes to bar. You're going to lift those feet towards the bar while in that hollow position, pushing down on the bar with straight arms, and both feet must make contact with the bar. For the kettlebell swings, all the kettlebell swings today will finish overhead. Hip hinge back and remain above the knee with that hip hinge. Heels stay down until the hips and legs extend rapidly while the arms remain straight. You're going to finish in full hip, knee, and arm extension overhead. The arm extension will be overhead. For movement substitutions for the toes to bar, you can do as high as possible as you can get with those toes. Knees to elbow, knees to chest, knees to waist, or toe raises. For the kettlebell swings, you can do dumbbell Russian swings or single arm dumbbell Russian swings. For the tips and tricks, you're working through 3 1-minute stations. You're going to track your reps at each movement as you scores the total reps over the 15 minutes of work. You will get that 1 minute of rest, so we're looking for consistency and a moderate pace through the whole workout because there is some rest built in. Record reps during the rest time between rounds. Keep consistent across the 5 rounds. So your first round, you shouldn't have crazy amount of reps, and then at the last round, you can barely get anything through. The goal is to move for as much time as you can within that 1 minute window. So, for the box jumps, this is the easiest station to keep a rhythm on and to keep going for the whole 1 minute. The toes to bar and swings will present a bigger challenge. So, there's 2 options to attack these 2 movements. One of the options to attack these stations is to pick a goal rep number, for each minute. So maybe you'll want to do 16 box jumps, 10 toes to bar, 22 kettlebell swings every round. So that's the way you're going to attack it. You're always going to hit that 16, you're always going to hit that 10, and you're always going to hit that 22. The other option is to predetermine your work and rest by completing an interval within the interval. For example, you could do 3 sets of 10 seconds on and 10 seconds off for each station. The work and rest option would be more beneficial for the toes to bar and kettlebell swings. Pick whatever option can help you reach your goal. Your goal is to maximize your time spent moving while within that minute. On to athlete's foot. 5 rounds, 1 minute plate hops, 1 minute weighted sit-ups, 1 minute dumbbell Russian swings, 1 minute of rest. So, the movement details, looking at the 3 movements: plate hops, weighted sit-ups, and dumbbell Russian swings. For the plate hops, this is a simple plyometric movement that does great in raising that heart rate, which we're trying to simulate the box jump. So this allows you to raise your heart rate because there's a fast cycle time with those plate hops. Count a rep every time the foot makes contact with the top of the plate. Ideally, we're using a plate that is fairly low to the ground, maintaining the soft bend in the knees. So something like a 15 for women, a 10 for women. You want it lower to the ground. That's kind of the idea of this. We want that soft bend in the knee. Keeping that knee slightly bent instead of straightening it will help us get a faster cycle time with better coordination in the plate hops. So the straighter the knee, the longer cycle time, and also you might get more off balance. You might not be able to coordinate as much if you keep that just soft bend in the knee. You don't have to have your knees fully, in a squat, but just a soft bend in the knee. For the weighted sit-ups, you can anchor your feet under some dumbbells, your couch, or anything to just keep you sturdy during this station. Hold a dumbbell high on the chest as you do the sit-ups. This is ideally weighted that allows you to move the majority of the minute. If you only have heavy weight, you can perform strict sit-ups instead, and those will be talked about in the movement substitutions. Keep the weight high on the body, because the closer it is to that belly button, the easier it becomes. So we want it to be a harder movement, so keeping that weight as close to the chest and the top of the around here, rather than by the belly button and on your stomach. For the dumbbell Russian swings, you're holding one hand of the dumbbell, swinging the weight high enough that the arms are parallel with the ground at the finish. This should be a weight that you could do 30 plus reps unbroken when fresh. You can hold the handle of the dumbbell or swing with one arm and alternate every 5 reps. Soft bend in the knee, just like the plate hops, along with keeping the weight high on the body between the legs and the swing, ensures you're hinging back the weight instead of squatting down the weight. When you squat with the dumbbell, the weight has to travel further. And we don't get everything we want out of those posterior muscles. So really keep it close and hinge at the hips instead of squatting down. Movement substitutions. For the plate hop, you can do box jumps, line hops, over and back dumbbell hops, double taps, or reverse lunge off plate. For the weighted sit-ups, you can do strict sit-ups, that means no arm throw, regular sit-ups, that would include an arm throw, or front plank. For the dumbbell swings, you can do a single arm dumbbell Russian swing, Russian kettlebell swings, odd object swings, or glute bridges weighted or unweighted. Tips and tricks. The plate hop and weighted sit-up are the easiest station to keep moving on. The kettlebells or the dumbbell swings will present a challenge. Coming off the sit-ups and having 1 minute of rest to follow is a nice incentive to hold on to the dumbbell for most of the time on those sit-ups. Get to the 30-second mark, reevaluate, put down the weight, and then continue. If you feel good at that 30-second mark, add 15 more seconds. If you feel good after 45 seconds, finish the whole minute. Mini goals within the minute to get the most of your time on that dumbbell. So set mini goals, kind of like what we talked about in the beginning. There could be some strategy that could come in, but that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.